Alright, let's move on to linear regression. Okay, so in linear regression, technically you have two values to work with, right? You have your independent variable and then your dependent or your response variables, right? Which can be like x and y, right? Y depends on x. So what we want to do first is to insert these numbers in the list. And how do you insert numbers in the list? We go to, let's clear this out. No. Okay. So you go to statistics right here. Then it says edit and press enter. Okay, so in list 1, enter those numbers 6, 10, 14, 19, 21. Okay, then list 2, enter 5, 3, 7, 8, 12. Alright. And make sure that however many variables are in list 1 is the same amount of variables in list 2. That means there's 5 in list 1, the 5 data sets in list 1, there should be 5 data sets in list 2. Alrighty. So once you got that finished, what you want to do is go to statistics, calculate, so you scroll over. And then, so you have the option of one variable stats, so which means that if you only have the x-axis, then you press that and you get your mean, standard deviation, blah blah blah, information about that, right? But we have x and y, right? So that's two variable stats. So we're gonna scroll down to number 2. So highlight number 2, press enter, and before you do anything else, remember to put your list number. So if you put your data in list 1, go to second 1, which will give you L1 for list 1. Go to comma, which is above the 7, comma. Then go to second 2, which will give you L2, which is your list 2. Okay? Then now you press enter. Alrighty? So enter. And look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Okay? So let's go through all the symbols really quick. So you see you have x bar, which is 14. X bar represents the mean of x. Okay? You have the summation of x, which is 70, which is all the x's added up. Equals 70. The sum of x squared is your variance. We haven't talked much about variance, so don't worry about that just right now. Okay, the next one is S of x. X of x is your standard deviation. Okay, do not confuse this with sigma x. If you're looking for standard deviation, it's S of x. So our standard deviation for the x is 6.2048, blah, 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 blah. Alright, N is the amount of data that you have. So in list 1, we have 5 data points or whatever. Okay, if you scroll down, look how nifty this is. You have your information for your y. So the mean of y, which is y bar, equals 7. The sum of y is 35, which is all the y's added all together. The sum of y squared is just all that multiplied together, which is the variance. The standard deviation of y, which is S of y, is 3.39. Don't worry about the next symbol. And so then, yeah, so that's all you need to know, right? So if you need your standard deviation or mean, this is where you can find it simply, right? And stuff like that. Okay, so let's get out of that. Let me repeat it. Or let me show you this. So look at the lime green. Sorry guys, having issues. Oh my god. Okay. So first we're going to go statistics, edit. You insert all these numbers in list 1. Insert all those numbers in list 2. Right? Then we're going to go to statistics, calculate 2 variable stats. Okay? Then you press enter, but don't just press enter to get the 2 variable stats. And then before, when you get the screen with that, make sure you put L1. Alright, so to get the rest of the linear regression equation, we want it as a form as y equals ax plus b, right? In algebra, it's similar to the y-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Your m represents slope. Similarly, a represents slope on your calculator. So, since we already put points in L1 and L2, list 1 and list 2 from the previous example, we're just going to use that. Okay? So, give me 1 second. Okay, so here's your nifty calculator, my best friend. You go to second bar. Just kidding, don't do that. Okay, you go to statistics, calculate. Okay, and look at number 4, linear regression, ax plus b. Okay, so press number 4. Okay, don't do anything just yet. Okay, so if you have your data of x in list 1 and your data in y of list 2, you need to put list 1, which is second 1, list 1, comma, which is above the 7, right? And then second 2, which is list 2. Linear regression, ax plus b, list 1, comma, list 2. Then press enter. And look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You have y equals ax plus b. You have your a, so your slope is 0.4675. You have your b, which is your y-intercept, 0.4545. Okay? Then you have your r. What does your r represent? If you said correlation coefficient, you are correct. So the correlation coefficient is 0.85544, which is positive and really strong. So this is how you can find the linear regression on your calculator. List 1, comma, list 2. Alrighty? Alright, so now you guys want to find out a scatter plot. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to second, y plot, and we're going to put all this information in, okay? So let me go ahead and show you on the calculator. So, okay, so you go to second, which is my blue button right here, y plot, which is up here. So you get all this stuff, right? Make sure, number 1, your plot 1 is on. Press enter. Enter. Okay. You want to highlight the first one, the one that looks like dots, like scatter plots, right? And X list, you want to put L1, and Y list, you want to put L2. Alright? And the way you can get L1, L2 is second 1, second 2. You know, we already done all that. Okay, so your scatter plot is good, right? Press zoom. Zoom right here. Or just kidding. Zoom is the third one. And press 9. Just press 9. Okay? Oh my god. Okay. So, let me do that one more time. Zoom, 9. Okay? Y'all should just look. Get 5 points on your scatter plot. Alrighty? So, this is great, but you know, we had a linear regression, right? So, what we want to do now is go to second. No, just kidding. Go to stats. Statistics. Go to calculate. Okay, now we want to go down to number 8. Okay, this is linear regression. Now your A is going to be your y-intercept, and your B is going to be your slope. It's backwards, okay? But this is essential to get the line and your y equals thing. Y'all understand in a second, okay? Just go ahead and press enter. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to press second 1 to get list 1, comma, second, enter, list 2, what we've been doing. Now we want to put additional comma, put a comma, okay, and then we want this in the equation, so we're going to go to vars, which is variables, vars, you're going to go to y vars, scroll over, you're going to go to function and press enter. Function, enter. Okay? And go ahead and put y1, enter. So this is how it's going to look like. Okay? So press enter one more time. So you have the linear regression a plus bx, L1, comma, L2, comma, Y1. Enter. Okay, so you get the same information that we got earlier, right? It's just this time your A is your y-intercept and B is your slope. And why is that? I have no earthly idea right now. Okay? But if you go to your y equals, right? Look, your equation's already there. So you don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to insert it by hand. Okay? So if we go to zoom, 9, look, we have our line of best fit. Isn't that amazing? So since we have less points, you know, it's not like a great data to compare stuff with, but this is just their general idea. We have a scatter plot, and that is the line of best fit. Alrighty, well, I hope this helped. Thanks, guys. If you guys have any questions, contact Liana, Taylor, or I, and we'll try to help you all the best we can. Come to SI sessions. Midterm is just, you know, right around the corner. So let's get the studying going on, and hope this helped. Thanks.